Hi, I'm Lynn Barber, University of Florida IFAS, Hillsborough County Extension Service, and I'm here today to talk to you about rainwater harvesting. It's that time of year again. We're getting close to hurricane and the rainy season, so why not have a rain barrel where you can capture free water? All right, there are three really important reasons why people should be interested in harvesting rainwater. The first is that it decreases the amount of potable water that we use in our landscape, and potable water is drinking water. So the less drinking water that we use to irrigate our turf grass or our landscape plants, the more water we have for uses inside our homes. So decreasing potable water by utilizing a rain barrel is a good thing. Using rain barrels also decreases the amount of erosion that we have, and that's because we're capturing the water, which isn't then rushing off of our roof and then displacing the mulch and rocks and damaging the plant material below that particular area. And it also decreases the amount of stormwater runoff. And of course, the issue with stormwater runoff is when water falls on a surface that is not pervious, meaning that the water flows off of the impervious surface. It doesn't filter through like landscape beds and turf grass areas, things like that. So the water goes down the driveway, the sidewalks, and ultimately it's going to end up in the bay. But in the process of getting to the bay, what it's going to do is it's going to pick up fertilizer, pesticides, dog and cat pet waste, any type of oil and gas and other pollutants and grass clippings, and they end up going into the stormwater drain, which then end up in the lakes and streams, and then ultimately the bay. When it gets to the bay, it causes algae to bloom, which takes oxygen out of the water and then results in a fish kill. So if anyone has ever been to the beach during red tide, as I have once, my money would be on they won't be returning to try it out again. When the university has looked at the amount of water that people use outside as opposed to inside their home, about 50 to 60% of the water is used for landscape irrigation. So that's a significant amount. 1 inch of rain on a 1,000 square foot roof will yield 623 gallons of water. Now, when you think about that, this is a 55-gallon rain barrel. So that means that 1/10 of 1 inch of rain will fill and overflow this barrel by about 7.5 gallons. In Florida, we get about 52 inches of rain a year. So if you think about that, each one of us could really save in excess of 350,000 gallons of water ourselves. So that's a pretty hefty amount to decrease the amount of potable water that we're using outside as opposed to inside. Now, let's talk about cleaning out your barrel. When you get your barrel home after attending a workshop, or if you purchase barrels elsewhere, you need to clean them out. And what you need to clean them out with would be a green type of a cleaning product. I prefer using white vinegar and water. You can use soap and water. The whole purpose of cleaning out the inside of the barrel is to make sure that any food particle remnants are out of the barrel. So you clean it out before you install it and you hook it up, and you clean it out when you unhook it after the rainy season, and then rehook it up because we still will receive rainfall between November and June. When you attend a rainwater harvesting workshop at our office, you'll receive a rain barrel booklet. And the information that I present at the rainwater harvesting workshop is contained in this booklet, so if you need a refresher at some point in the future, you have something to access and get the answers to your questions. For example, how do you make your own rain barrel? Because it's pretty much like shoes, right? One is never enough. Many people that attend our workshops have no rain barrels, so they get their first one and then they know they need more. All of our barrels are definitely food grade barrels. Many of them contain capers or peppers or olives. My favorite barrel, however, contained apple juice, because imagine the wonderful apple cider smell when you drill a hole into a barrel that had apple juice in it. It's much better than capers or peppers and other barrels that have food remnants in the bottom. At the workshops that we teach you how to connect more than one rain barrel together, and we also explain the need for an overflow, because If you don't have an overflow on your rain barrel, what's going to happen is when it fills up, the water is going to come over the top. So you're still going to have water at the foundation of your home, and you're going to have erosion. So the stability of the barrel could also be an issue. And when water weighs 8.3 pounds per gallon, this is well over 400 pounds when it's full. If that barrel falls on one of us as an adult, it's not going to be a good day. But if it falls on a child or a pet, you're going to have a disaster on your hands. So where you locate it and how you set it up is very important, and we teach you that too. Rainwater harvesting. It's one of the really fun workshops that we have at the UF IFAS Extension, Hillsborough County. And if you want to spend a Saturday morning with us, you can attend composting, WaterWise, which is micro irrigation and landscaping tips, and rainwater harvesting. All 3 classes between 8:30 and 11:30 one Saturday a month, and you can register for these on our website. We hope to see you soon at the Extension Service, and thank you. Remember to reduce, reuse, recycle, and repeat.